because I got a lot of good notes for you on this. First, you're going to choose an entity structure. Your entity structure of choice is going to be an LLC. It's right here. A lot of this is written here. Here, your partners have a limited liability and fiduciary responsibility. You're going to put together an operating agreement. Now, when you go to buy a property, do not open up an LLC to buy that property. Use a fake LLC. Do a Google search. Find a, by the way, I'm not an attorney, so I'm probably giving you bad attorney advice, but this works. Say it's 123 Main Street Drive, LLC. Don't open the LLC because you don't even know if you're going to get the property yet. Open, and this is what you say to the bank when they say, hey, this LLC doesn't even exist yet. You say to the bank, of course it doesn't exist. Any bank is going to make me open up a single entity LLC. So I'm not gonna go and use my LLC because you're gonna make me wholesale it to myself, basically. Because you have to actually assign the contract now, okay? And by the way, some of these banks won't let you do that. So you have to have a single entity LLC. And when they say this is not an existing LLC, you say, of course not. Duh. You won't even let me take it out that way. All right, so LLC versus TIC, not even worth talking about much. TIC is a tenants in common. If you use a TIC, it's one investor who owns 1% of the deal can actually force you to not sell or force you to sell. I don't know if they can force you to sell because it'd have to have a group consensus, but they can stop you from selling. They can stop you from doing something, which is not good. No one, by the way, investors don't want that. Investors don't want one silly person who's, taking control of the deal. They want you to be in control of the deal. So a TIC does allow you to easily do a 1031 exchange, which is another topic, but you can do some really, bless you, creative deals for a 1031 exchange. Establishing a managing member LLC. We like Delaware. I don't use series LLCs. Some people do. I like Nevada and Wyoming. By the way, those have the best. Those have some of the best laws in terms of like protection and foreclosure and stuff. I do have a tendency to usually try to open up the property LLC in the state that it's governed. So where the property is. And then I may have it owned by a Nevada LLC. But some of these things are not very important to start. The most important thing is don't open up an LLC right away. Now, what that allows you to do, since it's a single entity LLC, is it allows you to easily wholesale that deal to your next buyer. Because you can sell that LLC that doesn't exist. I mean, you can make it exist quickly, but sell that LLC. It makes it so that you're not assigning the contract. And in some ways, assignment of contract here, by the way, there's that one. Assignment of contract, some banks won't allow you to do it. Choose the property type based on your experience. Choose the type of investors and concentrate on their goals. Someone just asked me this, so let me let's break into this. There's two types. You really want to look at what is it that your investor wants. Okay, you have an equity investor who takes a portion of the deal. Sometimes it's about a 50-50 split. They own 50% for bringing in all of the money, and you own 50% for running, managing, owning it, closing it, bringing in those investors, sweat equity. So that's a 50-50 split. Some are looking for cash flow. Some are looking for appreciation, and they'd rather see appreciation. Some are looking for depreciation. There's an amazing there are amazing tax benefits when it comes to depreciating property. Amazing. You would not even believe it. I don't even believe it sometimes. It blows my mind. I have a property where I made over $200,000 personally off of last year, and I got an $80,000 write-off off of it. So not only did I not get taxed for $200,000, I got $80,000 off of my income tax. The ramifications of that is incredible. You want to hear another thing that you can do is if you structure these correctly, you can 1031 exchange them for the rest of your life. And when you die, all of that depreciation that you just took off of all of your income tax dies with you, and your heirs are free and clear of that depreciation. Oh, wow. When you refinance a property, you can pull out that money. Do you know that's not taxed? It's not taxed. So wouldn't it make sense then to continue to buy property, continue to 1031 exchange it, continue to refinance it and pull out the money, and then flip it over to your heirs once you die? Let them sell it. Even set up the sale for them. You know, well, that would require knowing when you're going to die, but you know, make it easy for them. But God, like the ramifications of commercial property is just unbelievable. Now, of course, you can do this with residential as well. It's just unbelievable. All right, so identify the number of investors and amount we need to raise. Use my 5-year analyzer. It is unbelievable for figuring out exactly how you're going to split up this property and what you're going to give to your investors and how much you need to raise. And with one click of a button, it changes the entire split completely.